Hi, I'm Kara, and I am going to be the commentator for Amelia's temperament evaluation.
This right here is Amelia. She's the only girl, pink collar. And
Okay, so right away in the beginning, we are going to start off our test by evaluating the human focus and the dog friendliness. In the ring, we have Fergie, who is our dog tester, and then Sarah, who is our stranger. As you see, she did sniff Fergie, but she went right to Sarah. I feel like she definitely has some good human focus. And her dog friendliness, I would say, is probably neutral. I don't think she's assertive with them, but she's also not very submissive. I think she would do great in a home with other dogs. Um, in this test, you're going to see Sarah walk through a couple things. First off, the prey drive, testing for prey drive. How does she respond to things that are moving and needing to chase them? And then also her workability and her motivation level. Those are some main things. At one point in time, we will cover the touch tolerance, and she's kind of doing it right now, just playing with her and touching her and not forcing her. But I think that she goes over it again. So these things will be coming up. We'll touch on them as we get to them. So, like I said, here is the touch tolerant test. This is something that we start doing with them from the time that they're 3 days old. So, she is quite used to this, but she is being handled by somebody she's never been handled by before. I do think that she is one of our top high touch tolerant pups in this litter. So Sarah's giving the food, the treats that we have set aside for them. And when I say treats, it's just their vitamins that we give them as treats, and then also the food that we give them as treats. But one of the things that we do is test for their food drive, because if they are having a hard time walking through the workability part, just like right here, usually the food will be a really good carrot in front of them. And obviously that worked pretty well because she was able to get her on it. Um, and then also, a dog who's nervous and scared usually will not eat. Even if they don't act nervous and scared, sometimes they could be masking it. And so we like to see that they're eating, just to, make sure that they're in a calm state and that they're willing to do so. Their sound sensitivity test is based on how she responds to the noise. It's not whether or not she gets scared, it's whether or not she gets stressed. And obviously, as you can see, she was so worried about getting the crumbs off the floor, the sound just barely even bothered her, if at all. The next thing that Sarah's going to do is the sight sensitivity test, very similar to the sound, but just seeing how she responds to this umbrella getting opened up. It does kind of make a noise, but it also, makes that flashy sound. So, and then lastly, we're going to go over the tenderhearted test. The tenderhearted test is a very important test. We want to evaluate how well a puppy will do if, for whatever reason, they end up going to a home that has a child on the autistic spectrum, or even an adult. Any kind of things that could potentially cause a human to have outbursts. We want to know how they'll handle it. And I think that she did pretty well. I mean, there were a couple times in the beginning that I thought she might be really submitting to, being tenderhearted, but in this situation, she ended it looking for more treats and more food. Okay, so just to walk through the evaluation one more time, I think that Amelia is going to be somebody's just love heart pet. She's so sweet. She's so easy. She wants to please you. She has her puppy quirks right now, but I really think that in no time she's going to be a very well trained, put together puppy. And I don't really have much to even say about her to warn people, because I think that she is going to just be a good go as the flow. Of course, any dog would always benefit from some training.